So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching my tip this week. I hope it's helpful to you. I'm going to talk about a couple little shots here. One is what I think is the most important shot. If you could only practice one shot, I think this would be it. And this is called a chip and run shot. So from right here, I want to have this ball. I'm hitting an 8-iron right here. I'm going to this shot down here. I'm real close to the edge of the green, you can see, and I've got quite a ways to go for get to the green. So I'm going to be having my hands ahead of the ball, choking down on the club. Ball position is right off my instep here. So when I take this club back, I'm not going to take a gigantic backstroke here. I want to take a very compact backstroke, and when I come back to the ball, it's almost like a pendulum going back and coming through here. And I want to feel like my hands are a little bit ahead of that ball. They're ahead of the ball when I start, and when I hit the shot, they're still going to be ahead of the ball. And I've got an 8-iron, so the ball's going to come out of here pretty low and rolling, okay? And I don't have to swing near as far back if I hit an 8-iron as opposed to like a 58 degree. I see a lot of my students will tell me they hit a 58 degree here, they've got to swing way back here. And if they mishit the ball at all, they're not going to be anywhere near the hole. They're going to be way short or possibly way long. So from here, I have my hands up this way a little bit. I don't want that club laying flat on the ground. I want my hands up a little bit here, and then my left hand is firm. The top 3 fingers of my left hand, my little finger, ring finger, big finger, they're firmer than any place else in my grip. And the only pressure I have in my right hand is these 2 middle fingers here. So when I hit the ball, I'm trying to keep my eye on the back of that ball, and I'm trying to get back here, a little pause, and then my right knee and my right foot are going to kick in here, and I feel like I'm trapping the ball into the ground. I don't want to feel like I'm scooping it up in the air. So let me just hit this shot here. Trying to keep my left wrist really firm. My hands are up a little bit here. And so I've got that ball pretty much landed about where I wanted to land it there. And just turn to the right a little bit. So I'll take that shot. I don't have any problem with that shot right there. So now, let's change gears for a second. So if I've got that shot to that hole, I'm hitting an 8-iron. Maybe if that shot was uphill, I probably would have hit a 7-iron. If it was a lot longer, I might even hit a 6-iron. So I hit lots of different clubs. I don't just have one club when I'm pitching or chipping. Now, I want to kind of switch gears here. Now, a lot of times out here at Catamount, we've got shots where we've got to get the ball up in the air. So that's a little different now. I'm gonna, let's say I've got a shot, you know, maybe from, let's say from here to the far pin down there, but the green starts about where this pin is. So now that's a little different shot. What I would do is I would take probably my 56 degree wedge, or maybe 54. I don't think I'd hit a 58 right there. And I would set up to the ball similar to what I was doing with that chip shot, except that I wouldn't have my hands up quite so arched up this way, because on those chip shots we're not going back very far, so we can have our hands up and make it a lot like a putting stroke. But this shot's a little different. Let's say I've got to get this ball up in the air a little bit. I would take a 56 degree, and I'm still going to hit the ball the same way. I want my left hand to be real firm, my left arm real straight, and when I hit the ball, I want my lower body to move first here, coming through there. Grip pressure, probably maybe 6 in my left hand, and my right hand maybe 4, something like that. Now, let's say we've got a shot that maybe is kind of like here, only let's pretend it's like 20 yards out there, a little bit farther. So I like to, if I have enough green, I like to play the ball back in my stance, okay? And I like to open the face a little bit, because the ball will come in low, it'll go in there low, and it'll start checking if I open the face up and make exactly the same stroke as I was making with that chip shot, or my basic pitch shot is what I'm really talking about now. So let me try to hit this shot for you. And basically what I'm trying to do is I want my club to be ahead of that ball when I hit it. So something like this. My face of the club is open just a little bit here. Okay, I hit a little behind that. Let's try that again. Okay, I also took my eye off the ball right there. Let's see if I can watch the ball a little better this time. Okay, that was almost it. Maybe the third time's a charm here. I hit that one just a touch thin. So let's see if I can keep my wrist a little firmer here. My left arm a little straighter. Okay, so that was about kind of what I was trying to do there. Now, let's talk about a shot where we really got to hit the ball up high. So the difference here would be that I'm going to open the face up a little bit. And when I open this face up, I'm going to play the ball more toward my front foot. Let's say I'm maybe 15 yards back here. And here's our pin right here with this short pin. So this shot, I'm going to open my face of my club. I'm going to play it more toward my front foot. And then when I come through here, I'm still keeping my wrist nice and firm. I'm trying to keep my lower body, let it move first here through that shot. So something like this, opening this face up, and then, okay, something like that. I like to hit them all like that. So just to review, chip shots, we're playing the ball off our back foot. We're hitting them anywhere from a 6-iron to maybe even a 9-iron. And the ball's off our back foot, the club face is square, almost every shot there. And then when we come back, it's just keeping the wrist nice and firm, left arm nice and straight, not a real big backswing, and letting the right knee and the right foot go right straight to the target. Okay, and then a pitch shot where we want it to go not real high, but we want the ball to check a little bit. You can still play it back off your back foot or toward the middle, something like that, with the face just a little open, because that way we can use the bounce here. And then so I want my hands to be a little bit ahead of the club coming through the ball. And then for the high pitch shot, we want to be up toward this front foot here. And then we're just going to keep that left arm nice and straight, let the lower body move first coming through there, and keeping the club really low after you hit the ball. So I hope all those tips will help you a lot. Last thing I'll say is when you're on real tight grass like this, I would almost always open that face of that club up a little bit. Because if you've got this on this real tight lie like this, and you open the face a little bit, I've hit shots where I've hit a little bit behind them, maybe even hit them a little thin, like I hit two of those shots over here, and they'll actually turn out okay if I keep that club face open and I keep the club real low to the ground after I hit. Okay, hope that helps you chip in a bunch of shots here this week. All right, thanks for